Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna just make a little video up right now. I'm gonna go in and see Wolfgang. He's in a home. He had a stroke. I'm gonna go there and fix his cable up for him a little bit there. He can do some things. He was a good technician. Worked on electronics and stuff for a long time. All of his life, actually. So I've been seeing him just not long after he had a stroke, and he's doing okay now. But anyway, I'll continue this video when I get there. I'm leaving home now, just on the highway from Pass Lake. I'm trying to get a community safety zone in there, as you know. Pushing at it, and I got Shunya pushing at it, and the Pass Lake Council's pushing at it, and the OPP's pushing at it, and MCON agrees with a slow zone there. So anyway, if I'm not useful, I'm useless. And I was watching a video there actually this morning, and the guys were saying, well, it's if we go to heaven, what's it going to be like there? Are we just going to be sitting around? No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be, like if we're working on things that we enjoy, it's entertainment. So if a person enjoys working in a factory, if they enjoy that, and everybody in there enjoys it, and they don't get paid, nobody gets paid for anything. You just do what you enjoy, helping people, helping the whole system go forward, you'd enjoy it. Whether it's, you'd be able to have vacations too. And it says that people that have been in so-called heaven and their out-of-body experiences for a time, maybe they were in comas or something, and they've been up there for a long time. There's a difference between the people that have been up there a long time and the ones that have just arrived. I guess possibly because you come wearing a camouflage shirt and jeans and a t-shirt. I guess they dress a little bit different, some of the people there. But I don't know. I think that if we all worked and never got paid, if you just you needed a car repaired, you just took it in and got it repaired. If you needed a rental car, you needed a car, you just went in and got one. And everybody in those places working there to just enjoying their life, whether it's in service, whether it's fixing things, whether it's farming, if you like farming, if you like gardening, if you like doing just hobbies. Whatever you did was to maybe benefit somebody or support yourself in some way. That would be a great place. No money needed. No money. No greed. Everybody just willingly, lovingly working. If there's no need for money, but you want to be useful. We need to be useful. If we're not useful, we're useless. I mean, hey, that's why I'm going to see Wolfgang. I go see Dave. He's a quadriplegic in the other home, and I enjoy it. I don't look at it as an obligation. I look at it as going to see my friends. And I know a fellow by the name of Sean. He's considered legally blind, and he works in Roseview as an entertainment guy. But he enjoys it. I enjoy the people there. I enjoy what I'm doing. I don't enjoy the system. How the system can be awful nasty sometimes, but he does. He enjoys it, and he fixes things. He's mechanically inclined. He can see a bit, not very good. He has to use a monocle and stuff to see things. He can see a little bit, but if he drops his keys or he goes to pour a drink, he can't. He's pretty much doesn't know whether the drink is full or it's half full or he's spilling something on the counter. But his house is immaculate, so clean. He's got a nice garage he had built there. He built it basically, I guess, mostly himself and his dad. But it's a nice garage. He's got tools. Like you can't imagine. He's got tools for everything, and he lets people use his place. You know, he lets them use it. I mean, and that's what it is. So I mean, I go to try to help him there, and I actually brought other people there that needed some work done. I says, one guy says, well, I need a place. I got to change a part on my car. He says, would you rent me a garage? I says, well, my garage is out in the bush. I got a wood stove, and it's just a clutter in the tent. I says, but I got a friend that might let you use it. He won't charge you for it. So he says, look, okay. So he went there, and then I went there, and I helped him change the crank seal in his little Honda, whatever, little car. And then we changed the struts in there, and it was, you know what, Sean doesn't want that. I buy him beer all the time. I'm always trying to do something for him, take him around or something. His dad runs him around, but his dad's up there too. He's older than me, and he's, you know, you never know when somebody loses their function, and he can walk to work. It's a little distance from work to his place, maybe half a mile, but he walks, and he's enjoying himself doing things. So, there we go. We're passing the radar right now. Oh, look at that! All the radar cops are there, and everybody's passing me. I'm going 90. Oh, I guess they're not going to stop them. Oh well, hide behind a snowbank. Oh, that's good. Anyway, that's what I do. And if I can get a community safety zone in along by that Pass Lake truck stop there in Shunya, I'm sure it's going to save lives. I mean, there's a cross sitting right across the highway there. A guy got run over by a dog. Two years ago, I guess it is. You know, and big accidents there, and trucks rolling right over in the intersection. And, oh, they ran right over. Some truck ran right over the gas pumps in the place. He turned and went not even the diesel pumps. He went into the place where cars get their gas and diesel, and he wiped out a pump in there. You know, and it's, I don't know. People don't know how to drive or something. Maybe they're not getting enough training. Who knows? But it is what it is, and you know, I feel useful. I mean, I'm not out there to get rich. I don't care if people subscribe to my channel or they. It's something I can send. I can send the video someplace, and people can watch it. And I mean, I promote it to these trucking companies. There's like 1,500 trucking companies, I believe, in just in Ontario alone. So I've been going through them a little bit at a time and asking them, telling them what's going on. I got the MTO down doing his study on this safety zone there, and like I said, the OPP's pushing it, and Shun is pushing it, and Pass Lake Association's pushing it, and MCON wants it done. Everybody, and the people I interviewed in the truck stop said, yeah, it should be a slow zone out there, do something out there. So that. If I accomplish that, I don't look at it as making me vain or it's just a thing to do. It's just what you're supposed to do to make things a little better for people, you know, and yourself. It'll make things better for me too. So, I mean, I can get run over. There's no room. From our house is a few hundred feet from the corner, and we're right in the turning lane that turns off, where the truckers turn off, and it's dangerous. You got to walk. If you're going to the mailbox to check your mail, it's 5 minutes to walk there. You can see the mailbox from the corner. But if you want to drive there, they made the turnaround lane so bloody far up that you got to drive over 6 kilometers when you can see the mailbox right there. So you're going to walk. You're going to walk. I walk there now. You know, or if you want to buy something, am I going to take the car or the truck or the van to drive to the corner when, in fact, I can walk there in 5 minutes? You know, it doesn't make sense. But it's dangerous. It is dangerous. You're walking with your back to the traffic, and you're right on the turning lane almost, especially in the winter. You're on the turning lane where all the trucks are going in. And if there's accidents or backups there, I mean, trucks have been right across our intersection, all the way across our driveway, right from the intersection all the way back. So, anyway, coming up behind us to pass again. I keep my speed down a little. Let him go. Let him go. I don't. I'm not in any rush. Not in any rush to go anywhere. So, only time to rush if it was an emergency. And I've only had to do that once. When a girl we had staying with us decided to try to knock herself off, commit suicide upstairs, gets a call from her boyfriend telling us that something's going on. I think there's a crime scene happening upstairs. I guess she cut her wrists and she was loaded with blood. Her pants, her jeans were soaked with blood right up to her socks. And we walked upstairs there and the wife started panicking. You know, we opened her room and there she is sitting beside her bed with her head down and her like passed out and just coated in blood, just soaked in blood. So, I mean, I know a little bit of first aid, and I just took another first aid course, which I'd never done before, but I knew enough that if she cut her wrist on the artery side, it was pumper, that I had to stop that somehow. So, first of all, I grabbed her arm and I squeezed under her arm to stop if it did hit an artery, stop the pumping blood. And then I pulled up her wrist and I realized she cut the wrong side of her wrist trying to kill herself. But I don't know how she got that much blood out of her. Anyway, the wife's yelling, you know, and I says, get a rope. First of all, she's looking for a rope or something to tourniquet it off. But I realized that wasn't it. So anyway, I checked for her breathing, felt her pulse. She was alive. I slapped her a little bit. She come to. So I just wrapped it heavy in a towel. I told her to hold her arm up, and I went to the emergency in town. Hey, gotta admit, I was speeding a little bit. I think I was doing 140, but I had the emergency flashers on. There was nothing for traffic, really. And if I got stopped, well, they might be escorting me a little bit faster. You can realize that you got a bleeding person in the car, you know, so. Well. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna just continue when we get to the hospital, to one of the homes to see Wolfgang there. I'm going in to help fix his table. He's got a table there. I'm going to take some boards in and some jigsaw and some screws and fix up a table for him a little bit there. And then maybe we'll take him out for a coffee and a cookie. Okay, we'll catch you when we get there. Okay, we're rolling down the elevator from Wolf's place there. It's a pretty nice place. It's Sister Lila Greco. Nice. Ground floor. We're here. Oh. Oh. You're still at it? You're not drawing pictures no more.
No, I did them. I'm doing the crossword puzzles.
Yeah.
Or puzzle, you find the words. Then you put them in the box.
Look,
and then on the birthday party
we got
day,
the same watch. What do we? We must be twins. Walmart
So
special.
then you can win a gift certificate from Robbins if your name is pulled. So that gives my brain.
Got to keep the
something to
brain
do.
going. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
So but they're not hard to do.
I don't know. I don't do those things like it.
You find the word down here.
Yeah,
and
I
you
know,
go
but
up there.
I keep my brain going different ways. Eh? I was up there giving Wilf a hand there, trying to fix his table there
I gotta
today.
get somebody to order me some more books.
Well, you order them or you just pick them up?
No, I ordered them through Amazon.
Oh yeah. Is it cheaper than the dollar store and stuff?
But they don't have the kind I like.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I like the adult ones. They have kids ones. Well, I don't get out to a different store. I go to Walmart, and they said before that they had them, and they don't have it. And so, a lady upstairs, she's good at ordering them in for me. So.
Well, I don't myself order. The wife gets my friend to order for us too, because my wife doesn't like to use her card on Amazon and stuff.
Well, I got a Crazy Grandma one, a Crazy Grandma book. with about 50 pages of different features of older women, older seniors. And they all have different face expressions. I crack everybody up that looks at them because yesterday morning they were saying that I got them all colored. I should take and write a caption at the top of the page because and it's soft.
Yeah. I don't know, this is a nice place compared to all the places I've been. I visit over, I got a friend over next door here, eh? Hogarth?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's nothing like this, eh? This is so much better here, holy cow,
And I compared to over there, it has more room than this place does.
Well, I'm just saying, it has maybe more room, but this is better.
Yeah, because of the atmosphere.
Yes, yeah.
It's a different atmosphere. Yeah.
How long you been in here?
I was 5 years on March 28th.
Oh, yeah. Because you were telling me you had a heart attack there or something.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
October the 28th.
October.
This year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just more or less still recovering. I get really tired. And my feet are still numb from whatever. And I gotta go to bed. I go to bed
Well,
2:30 in the afternoon, and I struggle to get up by 5.
Yeah. Well, Wilf isn't doing well. He seems to be happy in here, my friend. He's okay, but he had that stroke. I guess close to 2 years ago now.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't.
Did you tell me that Sharon died?
Somebody was saying that. Is that a lie? Okay. So somebody mentioned that to me in here. That's what I was saying.
She's well and kicking.
Okay, I never seen her.
She kicks because she's tied down to one floor.
Oh yeah, where is she?
She can't go out.
No.
No.
Well,
no, because that's why she went over there, was because she was wandering all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she used to be the door lady there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her like from Eggenbars, like my friend's Eggenbars. She's a relative there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bob Eggenbar and Sid.
Yeah, like I told somebody that she passed away.
Well, I didn't know. I heard the rumor, and that's what I was saying. I heard the rumor, and
Yeah.
that's what somebody else said. It's a rumor. Well, okay, it's a rumor, but yeah. Anyway. Well, I'm glad, you called me out of the elevator and you told me your little story that day.
Well,
But you know what? Most people don't want to talk about it no more because
no,
they think you're crazy. But
everybody's dying in here, but nobody says anything until you find out a obituary.
yeah.
Like a really good friend, Amy, she used to come down and color after she came home from a hospital and color with me. And she went in 1 week and a week and a half, she was gone.
Well, I sit up there with Dave. He's a quadriplegic on the 4th floor over there. He's my friend who grew up.
She only just turned 65.
Oh yeah. Well, I passed there now myself. Next year I'll be 70. So holy shit.
Well,
Where does the time? Where
I'll
did
be
the
80 next in January.
Where did the time go?
I don't know. My sister will be 84.
You know what?
I'll be 80.
We're all going to be in a better.
One brother will be 82. My sister will be 84.
Who did you say you seen?
And if my brother that passed away would have been living, he would have been 86.
Who did you say that you saw? That remember when you said you had your experience? Was it your aunt?
Well, my grandparents when I was over at the other house, but it was my mom and my brother at the hospital when I was in the hospital.
That was your mom and your brother?
That was my mom and my brother.
Oh, yeah.
My brother that passed away. but I had things from him before. It was a bird.
Yeah, you told
Came
me.
and he sat on the windowsill for the longest time,
Mm-hmm.
cooing, and he walked up and down, and he looked in the window a couple of times, and then he flew away. And then about 2 months later, 3 months later, that was in my living room, what I call my living room window, my kitchen window. I was sitting at the table, and a bird, they're pigeons, was on my window, and he was walking up and down. And then he would park his butt, and then he'd get up and he'd prance back and forth. And I go, John, what do you think you're doing? Okay, that was it. And then when I was walking with my therapist, with a high walker, and we were out front, this damn bird, I was here, and the therapist was over here, and this bird sat his ass up right about there, and it wouldn't move.
Oh, yeah.
I goes, John, get out of my way. And it flew away.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Well,
go figure.
Like I say, like, and I watch so much of that stuff online about people having their experiences after they go, when
Yeah.
they come back, and we're going to a better place, man. And you know what? One of my friends died many years ago. He died, and
You know what?
he kept coming back.
2 days ago, was talking to me on the 6th floor. And I was telling her that I had a heart attack. She knew that I was in the hospital, but she didn't know what happened. So I told her what had happened. And she said, did you have a life, a paper saying that
ADE, yeah.
no resuscitation? And I said, yes, I did. But I says, at the last minute, I remember I was on the table, and they asked me, and I said no, and then I turned around and said yes, and she says, Irene, what kind of a life are you having? I says, I'm living what I live. Like I color, I do recreation in here, I don't go out because it's too hard. And I says, I'm enjoying life. She says, that's not a way of life. You're existing, and blah, 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 blah. She put me down so far. But she has daughters and family and all that up here, and they take her out. But if she didn't have a family here, she'd be in the same state as I am.
Well, you know what?
Because if it wasn't for my friend out at Kekadeka that does everything for me, my groceries, my banking, my this, my that, she even comes to the doctor's office with me, because they use big words that I don't understand, and I can't remember what they tell me anyway. So she comes in with me. She understands what's going on, and she relays it to me. But it's
lots of times your friends will do more for you than your family, and your family will screw you over sometimes, put it that way.
no, I have a good family. I have
know
a
what?
very good family, but I don't communicate with them often.
Yeah.
Like, because they don't know who I'm talking about. I don't know who they're talking about.
Yeah.
I found pictures of their family when they were babies.
Yeah.
They're in their 20s and late teens. One's 19, the other one's 21, down in Arizona. Yeah, they're in university, taking, one's taking plumbing and the other's taking engineering, I think, like his dad.
But you can't say, when people say, oh, you're just existing. Well, my friend over in Hogarth there, he's a quadriplegic. All he can move is just his neck like this. And,
Yeah.
And his one of his daughters.
Hey, I count my lucky stars every night. And in the morning that I wake up, because I could have not been here.
Yeah, of course.
But,
But,
I-
and Dave
I-
up there, he thinks it's all right. He's
Yeah.
satisfied. He's like, we can say,
you can't do nothing about it, can you?
no, and he's
So,
he's in fair mood. Now he's getting cataracts. He's got one eye missing because he got shot out when we were kids with a BB. This eye's missing. He's got the right eye still, and now it's gone cataract, so he can hardly see the TV's waiting for a. Then they cut pieces out of his ear, and then it said it was cancer, a piece out of his wrist, but he can't move anything. He can't move an arm or finger, nothing. And so then they said, oh, we didn't get enough. So they cut again another chunk out of his ear and another chunk out of his hand, and then he's got eczema or big skin tags on his face. So they cut part of that out last week or 2 weeks ago,
Oh my God.
And one of his daughters, she got into drugs and she overdosed and died in COVID when she was and then there's so much fighting in the family.
I'll tell you a fast story. This lady's husband was in the hospital and he was getting piece taken out of his ear. And he was coming out, he was in the recovery room, and he says to the nurse was talking to him, he says to her, go on the other side, I can't hear you in this ear. She goes to the other side, there's no ear, period.
Well, Dave too,
He was such a night.
Well, that's how Dave is over here. He went to the ophthalmologist for his eyes, and he can't move anything. And he says the doctor, it was a new doctor, he didn't know that he had one glass eye, and so he looks in the one eye, and then he takes a scope and he looks in the other eye, and he says, it's a mirror. And Dave started yelling, it's a miracle, I can see. Funny. He got a sense of humor. Or I get in the elevator with him. I used to take him out for a smoke, but he quit that now too. I'd have to put the little smoke in his mouth there outside, and a pipe, a cigar. And we're in the elevator, and I'd always joke around, and I'd say, is this the one with the bad cable? I'm bouncing a little bit. And he'd say, yeah, it is. He's got a sense of humor. And now Wolfgang, he's got a sense of humor. He's adapted to this now, and I take him out sometimes. We go help him move some stuff. And I was up there trying to put a piece of wood fixing his table for him today. But we had fun together when we were young, and it's just the same now. It's the same. I just enjoy him just as much as.
He never comes down for anything.
Huh?
He never comes down for anything.
No, he was trying to stick to himself. He says, I don't know. But now he's starting to talk a little bit to people, here a little bit. He's starting to, like I drag him around and we talk. Yeah. But he's settled in now, but his daughter, what happened is he sold his house when he had the stroke. He ended up in Hogarth, and what's it called there, in Port Arthur, the hospital there. Anyway, and he was all kind of depressed in that. He sold his house. He put his daughter in charge of everything. He signed off, what do you call it there, power of attorney. And he gave her $40,000 to look after everything. And he gave his other sister $20,000. His daughter cleaned him out. And he never sees her anymore. Yeah. So left him broke. But now he says, well, we don't talk anymore. He says, that wasn't right to do that to me. So he said, I got some pension and a little bit left of something in a different account.
I wouldn't trust him either.
Oh God. I says you'd be better off to go find a bum on the street you can trust better than that. It was his daughter.
This lady out in Quebec, I've known her for over 50-some years. I used to look after her 3 kids.
Well,
And somebody told me, well, this telemarketer wanted to tell me that I won this big amount of money and a car and all this bullshit. I goes, oh good. I give it to Heather and the car to Heather. And then she'll be, oh, you can't do that. I says, you're damn right. If I win the money and the car, and you give it to me, I do, and that, it's mine, nobody else's what to do with.
That's
And
right.
I said, she would get the car and most of the money.
Well, what the hell am I gonna do with more stuff? You know, like, I'm not rich by no means. I do what I can for people. I'm driving a 1998 Toyota Corolla right now, you know, a piece of junk. I fixed it up and I'm driving it. I got an old truck that's falling apart, that's no damn good. Her van has got 330,000 click on it, getting rusted to crap, but you know what? I try to be happy in my day and talk to people, and, you know, like, what the hell?
Somebody said that I'm a giver,
That's good.
and other people tell me that I'm a taker,
Ah,
so.
You know what? You
This
give-
this one lady, has a hard time seeing, and I thought she didn't know the words, but down, she can find the words down here faster than I can.
Oh, yeah?
up there. Yeah, but it gives her a chance to win so I do 3 for her and 3 for me at the same time, so.
Anyway, I better get going. My wife's probably wondering where I left the world or something here.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh.
Well, nice talking to you
Yeah,
again.
we'll see you again. I'm always here,
Alright.
coming to see Wilf, and I go over to see.
I'll-
I go over there and I usually give out chocolate bars and stuff to people and help where I can. I just feed Dave, or I brush his teeth. He got a few teeth left in his mouth, so if I'm there, I can brush his teeth for him if you have to.
Yeah,
You know what? But I enjoy the company.
There's a guy in the wheelchair. He has both legs amputated. And he goes outside all the time for a smoke. So if I see him and I have extra money, well, I give him enough for a coffee, or sometimes I don't know, I see somebody that needs an extra coffee or an extra $5 or whatever. Well, like, I'm not a rich person, but
Can't
that's
take
how
it.
I was wearing.
Can't take it with you. Eh? Shit.
And
Might as well. If
that's not
it
how
can
I
make
was
somebody
raised
else
to be
happy, it
greedy.
doesn't hurt me. So
My mother my family would have been a lot richer if my mom wouldn't have been a given person.
so generous.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the same
She
thing.
did canning all the time, and if somebody moved into Providence Bay, I needed a hand. This one lady had 9 kids, and didn't own a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out, as the saying goes. So I remember going down in the basement, and there was a big box, and she loaded it up with jars of canned goods, fruit and vegetables, like what the lady would need.
You know, people that you give all your life, you should not feel bad about somebody helping you now. You know, like if I'm helping people, if I'm in need of somebody helps me, I'll say thanks. And when people try to pay me for something, like I've stopped on the highway sometimes, give people a hand, boost people and stuff, and give them rides. They try to give me something. I said, you know what? Don't give me nothing. I says, but the deal is, you gotta help the next person.
Yeah.
That's the deal. You
Yeah.
know? If you help the next person, then you pass the thing on, they can help the next person. Don't take any money for it.
The lady that passed away, like I said, she would come down and we'd sit here and color. And she was a beautiful colorer. Anyways, when she passed away, I found her niece in her apartment, and I says, I have 2 paintings that I want to give, one to the mother and she had a daughter in Sault Ste. Marie. I says, would you make sure that she gets them? She said yes. So I gave her one of a peacock, beautiful colored, by ADE was her name. She had done that one. And then for the mother, I gave her a picture. It was a mirror with flowers all in it, and it was reflected in the
Oh, yeah,
mirror.
I see now.
And on the opposite page, there was a saying on all the pages, and it said, "Let your spirits fly." So in the mirror, I got somebody to write, "Let your spirits fly."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a tribute to her on Pubs Night, and I presented pictures to the niece, and the family just loved them. And I said that Amy had done them and that made it all the more special. But
Yeah.
It was a $40 gift. But to me, it was nothing. I wanted to do it, and I did it. And other people said it was a nice gesture.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, it was a thought.
That's right.
And I still miss her. We used to have good laughs.
Well, you'll see her again.
And it kept her away from
you'll see
going
her.
out for so many smokes.
You'll see her again, you know that.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
The funniest part was, when I was in the hospital, he told me that I wasn't going to make it out. I told my friend that I wanted Amy to get all my pencils and my coloring books and anything to do with my art that was supposed to go to her. Hey, now she's gone and I have to.
Yeah.
I have to do it, but yeah.
Well,
The weirdest pages, I go through my coloring book, and I go, "Oh, that's an Amy. That's an Amy." If it was too many things to color,
well, it was nice chatting. We'll see you again here sometime. I'm here
Yeah.
quite a bit.
yeah, it's
That's part of my life. I'm enjoying it. I enjoy the chat.
okay.
Okay, take her easy.
Yeah.
See you later.
Hello.
Okay, that was a nice visit, a nice interview there with the lady, and good time with Wolfgang calls himself. He's Wolfgang. He'd rather be called Wolfgang than Wolf. But we called him Wolf for all my life almost. Anyway, yeah, that's a nice building. Nice building. Sister Lila Greco and Hogarth are together buildings. So I'm going to hit the road here shortly, and we'll go home and we'll conclude the interview and put it together and put her up. I'll be talking to you when I get home. Okay, guys, I'm home. That was a fairly interesting day. Wolf got some computers there he wants to sell. I don't know if it's worth $100 or not, but whatever. And a very interesting interview with the lady. She had a out-of-body ADE, after-death experience too. So many people are having ADEs, and I think we're coming close to something, the end of something, and or a change in something. I don't know. But anyway, have a good day.